Hi everyone, William Weyser is back. On the last part, I was talking about how I suffered from special needs and autism. I know I said that Sophie has autism, but Rick Rampezanetti does also. And going back to the cruise lines, we went on another one, or he went on a Disney cruise line. When I mentioned the Blues First Holiday DVD, it turns out that Rick has had that DVD for a long time. And when I mentioned about my Deal or No Deal DVD game, I also have a Deal or No Deal board game. And I have all the cases except for number 22, which I can't find anywhere in that closet or anywhere in this room. Even though I'm not worried about the number right now, but hopefully it'll turn up somewhere. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to buy a new or another new Deal or No Deal game that has all the cases, all of the money amounts in it, from 1 penny as the lowest to 1 million as the highest, and come up with a lot more ideas right there. So, before I talk about the other 10 things from number 11 to 20, I do have 9 other things that I want to talk about right now. So let's get started. Number 1, creative shirts. And when we make our movie, we're all going to be wearing our Booba shirts. That is mostly sky blue, with the words Booba printed on it, the same way that you'll see the Booba logo on TV or on VHS or DVD or on YouTube. And I told Rick that I think on my second to last week of St. Anthony's back in May of 2014, we all worked on our creative St. Anthony shirts. I don't remember what it was. What happened was everybody was assigned to put in 2 shapes on their shirts and print those shapes on there. The 2 that I remember were a square and a circle. And then before I got mine completed, I remembered the triangle, and I was like, wait a minute, I have 3 favorite shapes. A circle, a square, and a triangle. And because of that, I put that 3rd shape on there, and luckily for me, I was the only one that did that. And nobody else thought of it. And that's the way that my shirt came out. And the reason why I thought of that was because of that scene from Classical Cleanup, where Baby Bob puts away a circle block, a square block, and a triangular block, or a triangle block, and it's that scene that makes me think of the Shapes and Colors episode of Special Kids every time I watch episodes or scenes from other children's shows that are about shapes and colors. So, those are the way that my shirts came out, and I wish I could see that shirt again. I'm sure that I still have it, but I need to dig deeper into it. Number 2, the production companies. Rick and I know very well that the production companies for our movie are Paramount Pictures and PBS Kids Movies, because all 7 US Booba DVDs were produced by Paramount and PBS Kids. And that's how, or why Paramount and PBS Kids are making it. It's also in the last few Teletubbies DVDs, before not not another U.S. Teletubbies DVD was made again. Number 3. Who are males and who are females? 5 members of the team out of 7 are males. Me, Rick, Isaiah, Mitch, and CQ. Only Kelly and Sophie and Kelly are females. In kind of the same way that in the 3 Nostalgia Cricket movies, only 2, well, at least in the first one, only 2 of them were females, in Lindsay Ellis, the Nostalgia Chick, and Kaylin Dixon, who is now Kaylin Saucedo, and the rest of them are males. The Nostalgia Critic, Linkara, Spoonie, Phalis, Bennett White, Mickey, and, oh yeah, Paul, Pa, and many more. Oh yeah, and the Cinema Snob. And, almost, I mean, it's not like the Swindle team where half of them are males and half of them are females. But that's how that team is formed, and we're happy with that. But us males will be kind to the females in our movie for sure. Number 4. Where are Rick's other friends from? Once a week, Rick appears on live stream videos from Ben LaMancha's live stream videos, and Rick is not only friends with me, but he's also friends with Ben LaMancha, Donnie Bajer, and Matthew Walters. Ben is from the state of Idaho, Boise, Idaho, to be more specific, and Donnie and Matthew are both from the state of Michigan. Where exactly, I don't know, but I assume that at least one of them, my guess, lives close to Detroit and knows about Motown Records and Motor City. And that is where those 3 live in. Number 5. What Kendall Schmidt thinks is the most important thing about making our movie. In November of 2011, Nickelodeon aired the Big Time Rush Music Sounds Better With You episode, or special, as I should say, and before the music video in that special starts, there's a scene where Kendall, who you may remember him as the lead singer of the band, says that the most important thing is to have fun, and we're all having fun right now for the most part, and we're all hoping that we're gonna have fun making our movie. Oh yeah, and speaking of having fun, we all want to be excited. We all want to be excited making our movie and not end up like Eeyore, who is most of the time just gloomy. Except for one episode of The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh that I gave Eeyore the crowning achievement of his most powerful episode, E-I-E-I Eeyore, because I love that episode. I love everything about it, and a little bit of trivia found it that I learned was that it's the only New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh episode where Eeyore's house manages to stay up throughout the entire episode and not have it get knocked down. Shows you why I love that episode. Oh, and also Eeyore smiles a lot, which is good. And if we're gonna grab him in our movie, I want him to smile as much as he did in E-I-E-I Eeyore. Number 6. I'll give you anything, Mr. Man. For those who don't know, you may remember Mark Ramsey as Mr. Man on Booba, but what you don't know is that he has appeared in other things. In the 3-part final episode of a British Nickelodeon series called Genie in the House, Mark Ramsey, Mr. Man, plays a security guard, and he won't let this lady go into some play or a movie because it's a fake ticket. And that gave me the idea to be like, oh, Mr. Man, I'll give you anything. And by anything, I mean I would give him anything in any Booba episode that he appears in. And in every attempt that I try, his reply is, nice try, but no one gets past me. And I'm like, okay, I'll go away. Number 7, the news. I know that Rick has been coming up with the idea for our news scene where it's not only the think about flippers quote, but also the announcement that the Booba channel has the new episodes that we want to see. And again, I have yet to watch a full lights, camera, action Wiggles episode to get some idea. Although I did see just a small portion of the Network Wiggles news segment that has Greg talking about Dorothy in the beach with a few kids joining her in whatever fun thing they were doing there. Number 8, the Face Off trailer. I know I mentioned this on one of my most recent message videos, but there is a special feature that I'm doing called the Boobas Dancing to the Face Off trailer, and last year I did 3 videos of that, and they're all my top 3 favorite warm-up dances: the twisting dance, march to the beat, and scrunch up small and stretch out big. And I had fun doing that, and 2 of them were after I did a face-off drawing, and 1 of them was before that. And because of that, I came up with that idea, as did Rick, and now it's going to be a special feature.